hold up. I know for a fact. Is that a blue-eyes white dragon?
You don't know how to use your power. Let me show you.
What's up, y'all? We just got episode 8 of Solo Leveling Season 2. Ayo, it's like every episode is a damn movie for this series. Like, that shit just have you engaged. Like, people calling you, you got the phone on ignore. You don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to focus on the episode because this, you know you in for a great treat and it's a great event. Like, yo, I'm loving this series. But, yo, Baran, ayo, he's that guy. He is that guy, hands down. Yo, oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Jinwoo, over the past few episodes, he's kind of felt like he's been becoming a darker character. Now, there's moments where he's felt like his lighthearted self, like he was at the beginning of season 1. But there's also moments where this dude just feels like he's a straight up monster and he will eliminate anybody he considers to be a threat. When this girl asked for her life to be spared, I was surprised Jinwoo let her live. Not only that, then she tried to sneak attack him a second time. I was like, yo, she done. She was lucky to get that first, that first lifesaver. She done. Jinwoo gonna take her out. But then he decides to spare her life. Even with her actually offering to give him information on how to get to the upper levels of the dungeon, I thought he still was gonna finish her off. I thought it was gonna be very similar to like the guy that he finished when he killed the first 5 humans. I think it was episode 6, 7, one of those numbers. I'll be mixing it up. But when the guy was just like, hey, yo, look, man, I give you all the money you want 2 times, the money you want, just let me know. And he was like, nah, that was 3 times you tried to take my life. And then, the guy's like, no. And Jinwoo cuts his head off. I thought a similar thing was going to happen with her because she tried to take his life 2 times, you know what I'm saying? And I thought he was going to hit that line. I was like, dang, man, yo, she asking, she begging for her life. She got tears coming down her eyes. Don't do it, Jinwoo. But he decided to let her live. He spared her life, and I was very surprised. So I guess he's not as dark as I thought he was becoming. But still, man, I'm just surprised. Then we find out about the ant from the previous episode and how this ant actually managed to kill 300 people, well, 294 people. That's insane. I'm curious, what is the level of that ant? Like, they didn't say what it ranked as, but it managed to kill 294 people, and I believe 100 and something people out of that group that got massacred were hunters. So I'm very curious, what is the rank for the bugs? Now, I don't consider this to be a spoiler, so if you do know the rank of the bug, let me know in the comment section. Again, I haven't finished reading the manga or the manga for this series. I want to say I stopped around about the time that he beat that dark elf. I can't think of his name now, but that's around the part where I stopped reading it because the anime was close to coming back for season 2. But let me know, what is the rank of the ants? But I love this scene right here where that girl takes, that little elf girl takes, Jinwoo to meet her father so that he could get, the I guess the key to get to the upper levels. And the father's like, yo, what are you doing? Why would you bring him here? You don't see the hundreds of people that this guy's got bring with him, the hundreds of shadows he has with him. And you have Jinwoo like, oh man, he's very perceptive. And then they just show a little hint of the shadow of all the eyes of the different, people that Jinwoo has acquired to be part of his army. That was a dope ass part. But you got it where Jinwoo promised to, keep the girl safe. And, he takes her so that he could get all the keys to each level. And then when that happens, you have it where Jinwoo meets, Baran. And man, this guy Baran is on top of a blue-eyes white dragon. Yeah, this dude is on top of a blue-eyes white dragon. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, and then he has necromancer's abilities as well, where he's able to summon warriors to fight by his side. Like, look at this, man. That's not a blue-eyes white dragon, but this dude designed, man. this with the lightning sword. Like, I don't know what it is about Solo Leveling. It gives me vibes of Monster Hunter. I don't know how many of y'all played that game. It gives me vibes of Diablo. It gives me vibes of like just games like that, Devil May Cry. Like, I'm getting all these different vibes from Solo Leveling, and I think that's why I like it so much. And I think that's why a lot of people are actually like it. I got friends that don't even watch anime, but they check this out because of how I spoke about it. And these guys are hooked, like, yo, when's that next episode of Solo Leveling drop? You know, and I just think it's crazy that this series is just changing everybody's perspective on how anime is. I know some people may look at it and say, oh, the storyline is basic, but nah, man, nah. Then you got Kiba up here, like, yo, the fact that Baran actually is a part where he's fighting all these guys at one time, and he takes out Kiba, he takes out Iron, he takes out Igris. I can't think of I think the bear name is Fang. He takes all of them out at the same time. Hopefully I could find that part, but just look at his presence, man. Just look at the walk. Like he's walking like, yo, I'm that dude. No words needed. Just know a picture's worth 1,000 words. Like, that's just how he's walking right here. I don't know, man. I just look, man, I know some of y'all might be like, I'm fanboying, but yo, this shit was just an amazing episode. And we never seen Jinwoo pushed to this level in quite some time. Like, we've seen it in the earlier episodes when he was like working his way up the ranks, but it's been quite some time since we've seen it. And I would say that probably was one of my biggest problems, is like, yo, Jinwoo is becoming too powerful. But even in this episode, we see that that's not the case. There are still foes that's just too much for him to beat. And be honest with you, had it not been from that girl, I can't think of what her name is, Iris or something like that. Had it not been for her interfering, Jinwoo would have died, or at least he would have been beaten. Maybe he would have had to, use a life recovery and escape and come back later. But no, Jinwoo would have lost had it not been for that girl interfering in this battle. Because, man, look at this, man. Look at this. Oh my God. And the animators, they have such love for this series. I just got to say shout out to each and every one of them just for giving us this beauty. Like, look at the raindrops falling right here. Like, yo, come on, raindrops falling. I don't know why that popped in my head, but just look at the beauty, the quality. Oh my gosh, man. Like, yo, look at this, man. This dude is taking on everybody. But Jinwoo, thanks to old girl jumping in, he manages to punch this dude and keep him from shooting that blast. But it was amazing. But you got Jinwoo laying down on the ground, and I feel like the first thing he should have tried to do was acquire this guy and add him to his arsenal. I'm kind of mad that he got beat in one episode, but he did leave his mark. He was truly stronger than Jinwoo. Maybe in the next episode we'll see Jinwoo, actually like admit that this guy was more than he could handle. Then you just have him going with the 2 swords. Like, it was just so many great parts of this episode. It's hard to say what was my favorite scene. I guess I would have to say Jinwoo facing off against, Jinwoo and all his summoners facing off against this guy, as this guy like took him on. I guess that would have to be my favorite part. And then seeing what Kiba is kind of OP as hell. So you have it where Igris as well as Fang, and I'm pretty sure Iron is the same way. They all, hit Elite Knight rank level 1, which is what Kiba was when Jinwoo acquired him the previous episode, or the episode before last. So I'm curious, what's the rank of Kiba now? Now that they leveled up to Kiba level, what level is Kiba? I'm very curious about that. But we just had this amazing moment where, Igris takes off the neck of that blue eyes white dragon. This episode was crazy, man. This episode was just on another level. But I'm curious to hear y'all thoughts. What was your favorite moment? Let me know down below. I'm just curious to hear what y'all say. Like, does every episode feel like it's a movie to you guys, or is it just me? Let me know. I catch y'all, man. Peace.